Hello and welcome to A Week in Trucks in association with DAF Trucks. This week we take a look at the newly completed Fiat LCV range. We also get in the mix of the concrete business, and we've been to two huge truck shows. Tulips, clogs, drugs. The Dutch certainly know how to do things right. We've also been told they know how to put on a good truck show too. So to check out for ourselves, we went over to Assen for the Truckstar Festival 2016. Rather than a traditional truck show as we know it, Truckstar is more like the Glastonbury for trucks and a celebration of the trucking culture. It's a real family occasion, with truck fans of all ages admiring the vehicles and enjoying the numerous track events too. You wouldn't believe how satisfying it is watching caravan after caravan getting smashed up. Of course it does have its downside too, namely all the Europop blaring out of 2,000 watt speakers, and they're so precious about some of their show trucks that you'll have to take your shoes off just to walk past them. But we can do shows pretty well ourselves, especially when we throw truck racing into the mix. We popped into the Silverstone Truck Festival to watch some of the action from the British and International Truck Racing Championships, and to see the array of stands and activities including truck pulls, live music and qualifying rounds for the World Crane Championships. Not content with watching the action from the sidelines, I also managed to blag my way into a fast lap around the national circuit in one of the stars of the weekend. Fiat wants to be the go-to destination for light commercial vehicles, and has made great steps in nurturing a product lineup of some of the best fans in every sector. It's just launched a new pickup truck and has relaunched a new mid-size van. I've been to drive the completed range.
2 years ago, Fiat said it was going to refresh its entire range. Now, less than 2 years on, it has. We're here in Italy, testing not one, not two, not even three, but 5 new vehicles from Fiat. Behind me, we have 4 of them. But there's one very important new addition to the line that we're going to have a drive in. And this is it, the new Fiat Fullback, Fiat's first attempt at a proper pickup truck. It's based on the Mitsubishi L200 and we're going to now take it off-road.
Pickup trucks are never the best vehicles to drive on the roads, as their performance is always somewhat of a compromise. But the Fullback is an acceptable halfway house between off-road and on-road driving. Body roll is impressively low in corners and the ride is generally composed. But poor road conditions do translate into shakes in the cabin and through the steering wheel. The Fullback can comfortably tackle steep inclines with loose surfaces, even when in two-wheel drive mode, but engage four-wheel drive and the Fullback becomes a formidable off-roader. The low-range gearbox and locking differential means it can go over almost any terrain, and it breezed around the dusty dirt tracks we drove.
As well as the Fullback, the other new name in the Fiat range is the Talento. This replaces the Scudo and is based upon the Renault Trafic and Vauxhall Vivaro.
Power comes from a range of 1.6 litre diesel engines with either single or twin turbos, producing outputs of 94 to 143 horsepower and paired with a manual 6-speed gearbox as standard. The body is almost an exact copy of the Vauxhall and Renault vans, but the Fiat does have its own front end and slightly different trim packages. There are short and long wheelbase vans as well as low and high roofs. It also drives exactly like the others too, which is no bad thing. We found it to be responsive and comfortable and would pick the lower powered twin turbo with 123 horsepower over the single turbo units or the more powerful 143 horsepower engine because of its blend of power, torque and economy.
And it's not just new names. The Fiorino, the Doblo and the Ducato have all been updated with new Euro 6 engines.
The small Fiorino van gets a choice of two 1.3 litre turbo diesel engines with 80 or 95 horsepower, as well as a naturally aspirated 1.4 litre petrol. The Doblo also gets the same 95 horsepower 1.3 litre engine as the Fiorino, as well as a 105 horsepower 1.6 litre diesel and a new 120 horsepower version of the same engine to replace the current 2 litre engine. That's the engine we'd opt for, as it provides the most identical performance to the outgoing engine, but with a claimed fuel economy of 55.4 miles to the gallon. Last but not least, the Ducato gets a new 115 horsepower 2 litre engine to replace the 110 horsepower 2.3 litre. Downsizing is certainly the big trend at the moment, but thankfully we're not seeing a decrease in power as the engine size drops. Wright Minimix's Transport and Operations Manager, Sam Wright, has grown up in concrete. Well, not literally, but he's been in the business since he was 7 years old, when he first started helping his dad out by operating the mixers. Now back in the family firm, Sam has got an impressive bit of new kit to show us.
Hello, my name is Sam Wright. I'm the Transport and Operations Manager for Wright Minimix. This is our new DAF CF 510 Euro 6 10x4. We bought the DAF because of the cost of the vehicle, the running costs, the reliability and the proven service from Imperial Commercials in Bristol. Imperial Commercials were able to help us spec this individual vehicle as it's the first DAF 10x4 in the country. Wright Minimix is the UK's largest independent supplier of ready-mix concrete, concrete pumps and concrete industrial floors. The concrete pumping unit mounted on the back is a Sifa K60H 1808. Which has a reach of 60 metres. It's the UK's largest 60-metre pump with 6 sections.
You've been watching A Week in Trucks, and if you've liked the episode, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to hang around a little bit longer, we've got a video coming up on how Brexit might affect the transport industry.